is marriage between one man and one woman?
And we have a couple of calls on the line, so let's get to those first. I think Eric was first up.
Welcome to the program.
Hey, my friends, how you doing?
Good.
Just 2 points. One, dealing with the whole Caligula situation in regards to Romans chapter 1.
Uh-huh.
It's more broad-based than just 2 leaders. If it was just merely 2 men and their excesses, why does it say men and women both? 2, when Jesus was discussing the subject of divorce with the Pharisees and teachers of the law, he utilized the passage that's in the early part of Genesis, either chapter 1 or chapter 2.
Right, chapter 2.
And it's really interesting. If we really look at it closely, it says that in the image of God, God created man. Male and female, he created them. What marriage gives us is a picture, a reflection of the image of God. The unity in marriage between, male and female and it becoming one flesh. That is the image. That is a reflection of the image of God, the whole image of God. It's not just man, it's not just woman, but it's man and woman combined. And this relationship that God established, this covenant that God established, you don't get that with female, female, male, male. So even from that perspective, as far as reflecting the image of God, God created the system the way he did for a purpose. There's many Christians who believe that it's not just a third person that's created out of this relationship as far as the body is concerned. Many believe that the soul is created at the same time when man and woman come together and become one flesh. So that's basically all I have to say about that. You guys have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Thank you, Eric.
All right, good comments from Eric there. All right, let's go to the next call.
Welcome to the program. Who are we speaking with?
It's Don.
Don, good
Hey,
morning.
Don.
Hey, good morning. A look at a legal dictionary could have saved you a lot of broadcasting pleasure, I guess. It does say it's the union between a man and a woman.
Yeah, but what fun is that? Come on.
Well, yes, why use 12 words when 3,000 can be crammed in?
That's exactly what we think.
Well, because it does say a man and a woman, that simply rules out homosexual marriages being in contempt. The Connecticut court that ruled that clerks now and town clerks are to be giving marriage licenses to gays and guy and girl unions. That's an amazing contempt for language exhibited by the judge.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that there should be civil unions available in Connecticut law. There are, and I'm glad for that. I'm happy to see Connecticut do it, but I'm appalled to see Connecticut say that guy and guy, girl and girl can have a marriage. That's screwy.
All right.
But there is more.
Okay, you're going to have to make it quick, sir, if you can.
Oh, hey, whose show is this?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You've talked at length about your regard for Leviticus, and it's just not full of stuff that we can toss out. We got to respect Leviticus. Well, here's Leviticus 20:16. If a woman approaches an animal to have sexual relations with it, kill both the woman and the animal. I don't hear Christians clamoring for the destruction of animals approached by lusting women.
Oh, you're right.
Well, why not? Well, what are they doing? Just throwing out Leviticus here? No,
but if you look at the way Jesus took the moral law from the Old Testament, what he did is he said that these are the things that we must abide by, but Jesus did not follow through with or support the death penalties, plural, in the Old Testament moral law. There were a lot. There were death penalties for all kinds of things in the moral law, all of which Jesus introduced the idea that these things are still wrong, but can be sought. We can seek forgiveness. That's the difference in the Christian age.
So Jesus thinks that part of Leviticus is throwaway.
No, Jesus is the master of the law because he is the Son of God. He understood the law was given to identify sin, and the moral aspects of the law are still intact, but the punishment aspects of the law, Jesus said now, you can go through a forgiveness cycle, which we talked about with 1 Corinthians 6, 9 through 11.
Well, you said Jesus is the Son of God. Some people say that he is God at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, other people say that he was just a great prophet.
Right.
Be nice if he could come on the radio show sometime and identify his true self.
Well, he won't do that on this program, but soon enough. Don, we need to let you go there, brother.
Yeah. Well, keep splitting those hairs.
Take care,
Thanks, Don.
Bye.
All right, Jonathan, let's get back to the issue here because it's a difficult issue. One other New Testament scripture, and then we got to begin to wrap this up.
1 Timothy 1, 9 through 10. Knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man, but for the lawless and the disobedient, for the ungodly and for the sinners, for unholy and profane, for murderers of fathers, of murderers of mothers, for manslayers, for whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind, for men stealers, for liars, for perjured persons, and if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine.